Last episode, I told you guys we were looking to trade Carmelo Anthony. Now you guys see, this was one of the most requested trades by you guys in the comments below. Rudy Gay in the first round pick. It is a very solid offer, but I do think that I'm going to have to pass on that. That pick can be a lottery pick. It probably will be. Now this was hands down the most voted offer for Carmelo Anthony. Derrick Rose and Taj Gibson. Can you imagine having Derrick Rose in New York to build along with Tim Hardaway Jr.? We would definitely be on the fast track to a rebuild, but wait, there's a problem. We know that Carmelo does have that no trade clause, so let's see if he does decide to waive it or that we are good. So here we go. We try to trade him, and of course Carmelo waives that clause. He waives it again. And so now it might look like we're stuck with Carmelo for a while. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I say that we're stuck with Carmelo. We keep the face of the franchise. We don't have to go into a complete rebuild just yet. And we can trade some other players and, maybe even try to build a contending roster for this year. The reason I wanted to trade Carmelo is I'm looking to shop J.R. Smith. So this is another situation I'm going to need your comments below. I'm looking to shop J.R. Smith. We might as well try to contend this year. Like, if we're going to keep Melo. But I was going to say the reason I wanted to keep Carmelo, or I wanted to trade him more so, was because I didn't want to waste his prime, I wanted to go into a rebuilding project. I wanted a complete overhaul of the New York roster. But there's a lot of money coming off of the books next year, and Paul Gasol, I can't take that offer. I'm not trying to go into old contention mode. I'm still trying to stockpile picks. I'm still trying to maintain the youth approach that I originally planned. So J.R. Smith is an expiring contract. He is a pretty good player, but I'm not sending any of my first round picks away. You guys see right here, Cleveland wants to give me Tristan Thompson, who has been averaging a double-double in recent years. I do believe I'm going to have to pass on that. Avery Bradley in the first, and we basically swap first for Avery Bradley when we want to give Tim Hardaway Jr. more minutes. It's definitely not a move that I think we should be looking to make right now. Avery Bradley, hands down, one of the best on-ball defenders in the league, but still a counterproductive move. The Clippers, I don't know, man. They tried to rob me. They tried to give me J.J. Redick and Chris Douglas-Roberts. J.J., great shooter. His intangibles are amazing, but I can't take that offer. Courtney Lee. Man, I like Courtney Lee the first couple of years he was in the league with Orlando, or maybe it was just his rookie year. I can't really remember. I remember they went to the finals. Courtney Lee looked to be such a promising player. He still is very good. I think this guy's one of the most underrated players in the league. Defensively, a great defender and a very good shooter. Elton Brand and Thabo Sefolosha, I don't even see the slight interest on what this move would be. That would be a terrible trade. Thabo, I like Thabo, but I don't need another shooting guard right now. We're trying to get rid of a shooting guard. Like, we're trying to get young players and move forward as a team, and that kind of moves us backwards. Just another terrible. I wouldn't trade J.R. Smith for Shannon Brown. I wouldn't trade Jason Smith for Chris Anderson and Shannon Brown straight up. This trade, that was a confusing offer to me too. A lot of these teams, they want to just swap picks. Let me know in the comments below, guys, what trade you guys want to. Oh, here we go. This is a trade I can work with. The Utah Jazz rookie point guard, lottery pick, Dante Exum. I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm not the biggest Exum fan, but the potential is there, and we would have our point guard of the future, along with a backup in Alec Burks, who I might even try to flip for another asset or a pick, if this is the deal that we decided to go with. Pablo Prigioni, isn't this guy? Yeah, he's 37 years old. We would get his contract off the books. It's not too much anyway. Those $1 million, $2 million contracts, they don't really bother me. So that's definitely a trade that's bookmarked in my mind. We're going to have to come back to that one. Quincy AC. AC is kind of a player in the Carl Landry mold, in the hustle and rebound mold. So Jeremy Lin, but Carl Landry is, of course, the way better post scorer. Jeremy Lin and Wayne Ellington, not much interest right here. If there was a trade I would make with the Lakers, it'd probably have to involve Julius Randle. So, okay, Ben Gordon and Orlando's first round pick. That Orlando pick has some value, but once again, I'm not trying to lose any first rounders. So I think I might end up having to pass on this one, unless this is absolutely the one you guys want. Like I said, man, I'm letting you guys make the decisions right now. So, hey, we're trying to get some young talent. Okay, so isn't Lito yet? Lito is 22. Brandon Wright is 27. It's been okay. He's not exactly what they thought he would be coming out. Jarrett Jack, Aaron Aflalo, great player, man. Good defender. Great year last year in Orlando. But it's just another sideways move. I can't see us leaning towards trading for Aaron Aflalo, especially when we lose a pick. J.R. Smith for Aflalo straight up would warrant some consideration if I didn't have Tim Hardaway Jr. So once again, not feeling that offer. C.J. Miles and Ian Mahimi. They actually rated Mahimi a little higher than I thought they would. The ratings on this year's game, I actually like, man. I thought they were pretty good. Thought the ratings were definitely pretty spot on this year's game. So we move on. Omer and Luke Babbitt. Omer, hands down, one of the best post defenders in the league, pound for pound. Great rebounder. This guy's going to get you a double-double. Not the greatest finisher, but once again, an elite post defender, but he's only on a one-year deal. So, and we would have to give up Samuel Dallenberg, who I'm probably going to get rid of anyway. I'm trying to give the young guys some minutes. I don't think I have a young center on the roster offhand. Like, I can't remember. I really don't think that there's a young center on my roster, but I know Jason Smith's like 27 or something. I don't really call that yet. Like, young for me right now is 25 and under. So, Jody Meeks. I think this guy is a little bit overrated. He's coming off of a year where he played in an up-tempo system. He did have a great year. I think he shot, like 45+%, averaged like 20 points. Jody Meeks definitely had a really good year last year, but I can't see him playing in New York. The injury, I think he got injured. That injury was very unfortunate for him. DJ Augustine, another guy that I don't really need. With the Pistons, I honestly wouldn't mind a trade for Drummond, but his value has to be absolutely ridiculous on this game. I might try to get Drummond a little later. If Melo's morale ends up dropping, which I don't think I'm going to try to drop it on purpose, I think that might be a bad move. Like, Drummond should have a Dwight Howard year this year. Last year, I think he averaged like 15 and 14 or something. That's ridiculous. Like, just because he's in Detroit, people are sleeping so heavily on Drummond. And if you guys actually remember, I told you guys about Drummond on my old channel. I was high on him. I wanted him and Anthony Davis. And yeah, but nobody listens to me, man. Nobody listens to me. I wanted Drummond very badly. Danny Green and this is Eric Bledsoe. We could acquire Eric Bledsoe for J.R. Smith and Jose. We would not only get rid of Jose's contract, we would get J.R. gone too, while acquiring Bledsoe on a 5-year, $70 million deal. His potential gotta be something stupid. Gotta be ridiculous. I'm strongly hoping you guys consider the Eric Bledsoe and the Utah trade the most, because those hands down are looking like the best offers. Whichever one gets the most votes in the comments will probably be the one that I decide to go with. So keep that in mind. This Kevin Martin move. Kevin Martin, one of the most efficient players in the league. A lot of people don't know that. One of the best true shooting percentage guys. I'm not heavy on advanced statistics because I like to watch the game myself. I like to form my own opinions. I don't like to base them off of advanced statistics. But a lot of people like that true shooting percentage stuff. So here we go. Sean Livingston Going to have to give him a heavy pass on that one, Martell. And we're back at the start. So also leave a comment on what other roster moves you would like to see. This is just the beginning. Things are going to get fun, man. I'm actually going to play some games too. Like, it's going to be 10 9-minute quarters. You could bet on it, man. I'm DCOOP. Subscribe for more. And I'm out. Last year, I actually had a My GM series with the Cavs, and I was supposed to start a My GM series. But this year,